Hey guys, so I am back with a new video, and this is going to be another installment for my Disney Princess collection, which is going to be inspired by Pocahontas. Like always, I used her actual outfit in the movie as an inspiration, or as the main inspiration for my design. Of course, just putting a bit of twist into it to make it my own. For this particular dress, I actually chose feathers as the main material that I want to focus on rendering. I didn't really choose anything fabric-wise, so I'm not going to be talking about how I rendered the dress or the entire dress. I'm just going to mainly talk about how I rendered feathers, which I actually found to be quite fun to do, but at the same time, it's challenging because it's just kind of hard to actually mimic the texture of feathers. It's so soft and light, and I'm not very soft and light when it comes to coloring. As you guys probably know, I love working with dark colors and contrasts, and I love using black in my artworks. So it was pretty hard to actually kind of create some sense of lightness to the material. As for the design, I actually took inspiration from the asymmetrical neckline from Pocahontas's dress, which she wore in the movie, and with a lot of contemporary designs emerging nowadays, like in the fashion world and even in product design and architecture, asymmetrical balance is pretty much everywhere nowadays, and I know they've been around longer than that. They've been around for a long time now. However, I'm kind of just catching up to it. I used to really, really love symmetry, but now I'm starting to embrace asymmetrical designs. So I tried to kind of incorporate that in my own design, and I really steered away from actually following the asymmetrical neckline that Pocahontas's dress already has, so I tried to kind of incorporate asymmetry in the skirt of this dress, which I actually think is not a dress. I'm not entirely sure if I actually created a dress or like a two-piece dress. I mean, it looks like a top and a skirt that has the same fabric and the same color, which was paired together to make it look like a dress. You know how sometimes you can pair black on black and it kind of looks like a dress if you tuck it in or something. I don't know. But I am actually not sure if it is a dress or a top and a skirt. But anyway, for the pose, I actually used Pocahontas as the reference. Um, I'm pretty sure if you search up like Pocahontas or Pocahontas costume, a lot of this picture kind of just pops up on Google Images, and I think the pose is such a great portrayal of her character. It looks like she's standing in some kind of like a stride, and it gives her confidence, and I just think it's amazing, so I had to use it for my own illustration. So for rendering feathers, I actually used a technique with Copic markers that is called feathering. I'm not the one who actually named this technique feathering. I have watched tutorials and they call this technique feathering, where you kind of just flick the brush tip of the Copic marker to create like a smooth gradation between the dark and the light. So I actually did that for the fabric that's actually underneath the feathers as well as for the actual feathers. And the thing is, I used a light brown color. I actually forgot the name of it. I apologize. I used a light brown on top of a dark brown. So what happened was the color underneath the light brown actually faded and somewhat blended into the light brown, if that makes any sense. It's really hard to actually explain this in words, but hopefully you can kind of see it happening on the video. That's pretty much what happened, and I think that helped a lot when it came to actually creating the texture of the feathers, but also adding in the small little details such as the colored pencils towards the end, which you will see me add in, and I also used a black fineliner to add in the feather details, as well as my Uni-ball Signo white opaque pen, which really helped to kind of emphasize the feathers which actually separated it from the fabric underneath, because as I was actually rendering the feathers, I found that it somehow started to kind of blend in with the fabric underneath it, and I didn't want that to happen. Obviously, I wanted to separate what the feathers looked like and what the fabric was underneath that, and to also emphasize the material of this design. So I used my opaque white pen, which is from Uni-ball, and I think that really helped to bring out the feathers and the details of it so that you can kind of separate the feathery texture from the fabric's own texture. So I don't really know what else to talk about in this video. I think I pretty much explained a lot of it, or what I can think of anyway. Most of the coloring process is very similar to my coloring process. I mean, I think it's actually the same. I don't think I have changed anything in particular for this illustration, since I do want it to be uniform from my other Disney princess illustrations. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with how this actually turned out, and I'm glad that I gave her loafers for some reason. I don't know, because it's not like you can kind of imagine Pocahontas in heels. I mean, in the second movie, she was struggling to walk in them, so I decided to give her loafers for this design, which I really like. I think it kind of goes with the dress, which is very casual, but at the same time, it still has that, I don't know, like, feminine kind of vibe that it gives. So yeah, I also tried to include the necklace, which I thought was an important part of her outfit, into my own design. I didn't really use the actual necklace that she wore. Obviously, I chose something else that I thought would kind of go with the design. So I just went for like these blue kind of beads, these long beads for, around her neck, and I actually quite like it. I think the blue really complements the brown, so yeah. Anyway, I think I'm just actually gonna leave it here and add some music. I'm sorry if this video has been a bit late and if I haven't really been um, doing a lot of narrations for my videos. It's just that I actually have my exams coming up soon, and so it's going to be pretty busy for me trying to study for my exams. So I can't exactly promise any long and narrated videos for the following weeks. I think I probably will just have a fill-in video, which is like a time-lapse video with just music. So hopefully you guys understand. And yeah, so like I said, I am just going to leave it here. I don't really have anything else that I want to say for this particular illustration. If you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me, feel free to comment down below, or I would advise that you actually check out my description box, because I actually have answered frequently asked questions in the description box, and they're just there waiting for someone to read them. They're pretty much in a lot, or if not all, of my videos. So yeah, also in the description box are the links to my social media accounts such as Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and Facebook if you guys want to follow me on any of my social media accounts. The links are down below. My email is also in the description box, so if you do want to shoot me an email, like a question, to say hi or something like that, my email is down below. And yeah, I think that's about it. I'm just gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like my channel and like my videos and want to see more of it, please subscribe if you aren't already. And if you are subscribed to me already, then thank you for your support. I'm actually really close to 50,000 subscribers, which is insane. It's happening really fast, so I'm pretty excited about it, but at the same time I'm kind of scared because 50,000 is kind of like a milestone in terms of YouTube world. So I don't know if you guys are expecting some kind of giveaway or some kind of contest. Unfortunately, I don't think I will be having one. Not for 50,000 anyway. I'll probably have one in the future. It's just that I didn't actually expect to reach 50,000 this quick, and I don't have anything saved up for a giveaway or a contest, so I apologize for the lack of giveaways or contests in this channel. However, I really do appreciate your support, guys, and yeah, so I will continue making videos. Hopefully that's enough. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next one.